Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome Instagram. How are you doing? Welcome Facebook. Welcome YouTube. Thank you very much for always coming in. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. And thank you for coming. It's 9:21 already this morning. 9:21. 9:21. 9:21. All right. Hello. How you doing? So who is in the house? Who is in the house this morning? And where are you connecting from? Let me shift this stuff a little further. Thank you for the badge. We're just coming in and you're already giving me badges. Thank you very much for that. All right. God bless you. God bless everybody. All right. Who is in the house this morning? Where are you connecting from? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Where are people connecting from? Dubai. Dubai in the house, watching from Calgary in the house. The DMW in the house. That's good. Texas in the house. California in the house. Cameroon. Wow. Cameroonians in the house. This is good. Lagosians in the house. New York City in the house. All right. Iceland. Ironio. Iceland. K. Oh my God. New York City in the house. Right there. UK. London. UK. South Africa in the house, Nigeria in the house, Florida in the house. This is good. H Town in the house. This is beautiful. All right. Ibadan, Rodney. Ibadan only internet. Why is Ibadan in the house? Ibadan no get internet. The UK in the house, the United Kingdom in the house, Cameroon again. All right, Ibadan. It's a lie. How can Ibadan have internet? Russia in the house. Ijebu Ijebu is in the house. Of Manchester is in the house. Abuja in the house. Wow. Ilorin in the house. Pakistan, it's a lie. How come Pakistan is in the house this morning? We have Pakistan in the house. Anybody from, all right, Ibadan don't get internet. How come Ibadan get internet? Who gave Ibadan internet? Maryland in the house. Those states in the house. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. That's good. That's good. That's good. What's this? Oh, I missed that one. Atlanta, Georgia in the house. 404. All right. UK in the house. This is good. That's good. Anybody from Bangladesh? Any Bangladesh people in the house? Anybody from Bangladesh in the house? All right. Nobody from Bangladesh. All right. The new Nigeria. Okay. All right, though. That's great. Houston, Texas in the house. You see what I'm saying? Ibadan. How come Ibadan has got internet? Now who give Ibadan internet? Now who dash Ibadan people internet? Now lie, it's not possible. The last time I was in Nigeria, let me tell you this story before we go further. I was in Ibadan. We landed in Lagos. Bam! Pakistan in the house. That's good. So we landed in Nigeria and T-Mobile just sent me a message. They said, welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria. And we're giving you complimentary Wi-Fi or data or whatever they call it. So the speed data, you can stream, you can do whatever on your phone. I was like, wow, this is great, man. This is fantastic. Lagos, that's fantastic. Welcome to Lagos. So I spent 3 days in Lagos and I jumped on the car and then on our way to Ibadan. So we got to the middle of the road and the Wi-Fi and the internet just went off. I was like, what? What's going on? Why is it that T-Mobile is not extending this thing all the way to Ibadan? We got to Ibadan, my phone stopped working. I was like, Ibadan, Kilo D. Who is the governor of this Ibadan, God save? Ibadan, who is the governor of Ibadan? Can anybody tell me who the governor of Ibadan is? I don't understand. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I got to Ibadan. I had to go to what do you call it? ShopRite to go and buy internet. I had to go and buy one thing they call Smile. I bought smile in Ibadan. I loaded about 10,000 naira worth of stuff, and then my phone started working again and stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ, what's this, man? Who is this going on with Ibadan? Now, he needs to go and do something about Ibadan. He needs to do something about Ibadan. About Ibadan. The only thing I like about Ibadan is the Amala. The Amala of Ibadan is actually on point. If you go to Ibadan to eat Amala, man, you not believe it. You not believe it. Ibadan. It's either you eat Amala Dudu or you eat Amala Funfun. Amala Dudu and Amala Funfun will go well with Begiria and Ewedu. And then you just make sure when you'll be pointing to it and say, Efumini Iru Ogufeye. Iru Ogufeye. You just find that one. Favor Oyibo, how you doing? That's Ibadan for you. Ibadan. When you talk about food, yes. You talk about food in Ibadan. That's it. All right. That's the only thing that is good about Ibadan. Nothing more. The Ibadan people, they destroyed Ring Road. They destroyed Ring Road. Kilo day. The Ring Road that we used to be proud of. That whenever we come to Nigeria, we say Ring Road is. I grew up in Ring Road, Ibadan. Ring Road was more like the London of Ibadan, of Nigeria at that time. London of Nigeria. Ring Road was well arranged, everything fine, street clean, the road, everything, street light everywhere. That you can come out like in the middle of the night, like around 12, 1 o'clock in the night. It's going to be like daylight. It's like daylight. Now I went to Ibadan this time around, shops and stores everywhere. And clubs everywhere. Olosho standing on the roadside. I was like, why? Me, I used to sit by this, my Yala. Is it Yala or whatever they call that woman? That woman, Yala, that says Agbo. I sit down there to go and eat erondindi. I sit down there to eat erondindi and actually sit down there and all my boys will come with their cars and we just hang out right there. Now when you go there, it's all very terrible place now. Car dealers all around, moto everywhere, kilote, everywhere is now beer parlor. What's wrong with Ring Road? Why? You guys just destroyed Ring Road. Just destroyed Ring Road. Ring Road used to be the best place, like the London of Ajegbe bus stop. Thank you very much, Dari Damilola Adejubo. Thank you very much. Yala, yeah, Ajegbe. How you sit down there and then we eat erondini over there with a cup. And it's always very nice, quiet place. Now it's no longer quiet. It's no longer quiet. I don't know. It's club everywhere, beer parlor everywhere, barbing salon everywhere, car dealers everywhere. The place is now, it's crazy. It's not scary, it's scary. They call it scary. Damilola Adejumo, they call it Mama Scary. And we were the one that named that. Awata name Mama Scary. Alright? Awata name Mama Scary. Awari. We go there to eat rice and ata. So Ibadan, I know Ibadan very well. I know Ibadan very well. My God, when we go to Amala Sky Lulu, we go to Sky Lulu to go and eat. Every time I go to Sky Lulu, I must stain my clothes. I will stain everywhere. Inside, oh, Damilola, you know that place. Inside plastic bag, I tell you. We go to Sky Lulu to go eat Amala. I will always stain my shirt anytime. That Amala is just too much. Okay? It's just too much, too good. All right. Then we go to Omito Oju. Then we go to Iya Liu. We go there. Then we go inside Omola. Thank you. We go all the way into Adeoyo Road to go and eat Inyo. There's one woman inside Adeoyo Road. Inside Adeoyo Road. Then we go to what's the name of this woman in Challenge? There's another one in Challenge. That Challenge place that you go down like this. I've forgotten that woman's name. The Amala is always on point. We went everywhere. I'm telling you, everywhere. There is one woman in Challenge Ring Road Challenge. You got to go down like this. You have to go down like this. Yeah, inside that place. Ino Street is no longer there. Ino Street is gone. Huh? In those days, in our street, they will be killing goats. Iyaduni, yes, thank you. I want to move Ibadan. People know Ibadan very well here, man. Inon State is gone. We used to go to Inon State too. Inon State is gone. Iyope, in Mokola, Iyope, Mokola. We go to that Oja Mokola. Look, you go on top like this, you enter Iyope, you'll be chopping jollof rice and all kinds. Those days. In those days. Then Iyope moved again, started a kind of a branch, somewhere, over there. And man, it's just too much. It's just too much. Ibadan is known for food. It's all about food. Food everywhere. Sabo. Sabo is actually my base. My base. I go to meet Dan Lamy. Dan Lamy is this kind guru, the guy that changes money. All right, that's where I go. That's where we go and buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it. You're supposed to know. All right. I'm a street boy now. I'm a street boy. Ibodija. Yeah, I'm telling you. Alabode, Ibodija. We went everywhere. Everywhere. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming on the show. Really, thank God for our lives. We bless God for keeping us alive. Yesterday, we all went to sleep. And this morning, we are awake. We're awake right now. Okay? We're awake right now. There's one place called Stacy Kitchen. Stacy Kitchen in Ring Road. You guys don't know how. You don't know the place. Stacy Kitchen. Stacy Kitchen in Ring Road. That's where we get drunk. We get drunk. Then we go to, what's the guy? There's one other place across the street. They call the place, Chicken Ranti, this one Baba selling beer. Right across the street from Stacy Kitchen. Fantastic place, man. Fantastic place, man. That's where we go. We shoot pool and stuff. In those days, we used to have cyber cafe. In those days, we have cyber cafe. We go on top of cyber cafe on top to go and browse with American ladies. Maloma, we go there, we start, I love you, I will marry you tomorrow, I am dying to have you today. Credit it all. For me now, that 1 hour. They'll give you one particular paper like this. You enter the thing, you just go, sweet girl, oh no, bang boy, I will die for your life, I will die for you. We just be chatting. Live and direct. There is no sele I no go. I go sele. Every sele I go. All the sele when they present, I want japa. Anyhow, Baba Egbadua for me. Can be passport me then basi kan luni stop. Go. Can wo America, can wo Yankee, can wo Jandon. You can imagine be omo London. Those days, man, those days. Actually, we rocked the place. We rocked the place big time. Ring Road is not it anymore. I know. They messed up Ring Road. All right, so let's get my house. At that time, my house is number 1 Olu Ayola Street at Jigbe Ring Road. Number 1. Now my papa first of all built house for that area. My papa na number 1 we build house for that area. So my house na number 1 Olu Ayola Street at Jigbe. So if you're coming into that place, when you enter that street, they look for number 1 Olu Ayola Street. Now my papa first build house for that place. Now inside jungle, that place be then. Inside jungle. Waiting I don't do for that Ring Road. Now everything we destroyed the place all along. We destroyed the place. Destroyed that place, man. All along. Enjoy life like Omo Yankee. Like Omo Yankee, like anything. There's one guy called a Kamarasak. The guy get one vulcanizer place down the road over there. All along. And there we go hang out, they drink sekpe. Mamu sekpe. Mama like go put a go for grant. We go sit down there. They drink. You know what I'm saying? Forget it. There is no hotel, no beer parlor, no club within Ibadan. Then we are not enter. I enter everywhere. If anybody will say this guy will be pastor, nobody will believe him. Allah. Nobody will believe him. But today, God don't take everything away. But I just didn't remember. I saw, yeah. Damilola, you be bad babe, oh Allah. You be bad babe. You know all these places, man. You know all these places, man. Oh Lord, don't remind me this thing. Why they want to run Jeez, Jesus Christ. It's only God that delivers a person. It's only God. If God deliver you, you are delivered. All right. The moment God deliver you, you are delivered, man. Allah, telling you. There's a place in Ibadan they call Oronyo Market. Oronyo Market. That place, you know if you go there. You know if you go there. If you go Oronyo Market, police go arrest you. But we they go there. We they go to the place. All right. Let's get to the business of the day, man. So welcome everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. It has been a beautiful week already. Has been a beautiful week already. You know, God is always God. No matter how you look at it, God will always be God. All right, and it's an awesome God. Okay, no matter what you're passing through, I want you to know it that He will remain God in your life. He's a provider. He's a supporter. He's a deliverer. He's a forgiver. It doesn't matter. I was talking to somebody some few days ago, and I said to the person, "It doesn't matter. Don't see yourself as a sinner. Okay. We all commit sin. We are all committing sin. It's because of the body of flesh. Okay, that we carry. We will all fall into errors. But one thing that is actually very important is for us to know that Jesus Christ died. Jesus died for your sin and my sins. He paid it. He paid the price once and for all. Once and for all. You don't have to worry about anything. Just live your life. But make sure you don't fall into error intentionally. All right? Walk your salvation with fear and trembling. Always reference God. Believe in Him. Trust in Him. Commit your ways into His hands. And He will always be there, for your life. Anytime, any day. At the moment that we are right now, everything is slow. Money is not coming in like it used to. Businesses are going down, but you don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about it. He knows exactly what He's doing. And He knows how to take us out of this particular period. And every one of us will look back and we're going to thank Him for the miracles that He will do. Now, you see, a lot of people that are going through a state of depression right now. A lot of people, including myself and you. It's possible for us not to know it, but somebody was telling me yesterday, "Oh, I am always very bored." I was like, "We are all bored, though. Now all of us they bored. The only place where go they bored now Nigeria. When you go to Nigeria, Nigeria is not boring at all. Nigeria, oh God, I don't know. Nigeria is not boring at all. If you get money, if money dey your pocket, lie, no boring moment. None. No boring moment at all. The moment you have money, all right, and you go to Nigeria, nothing like you being bored. It's only here. America is so boring. You don't even know who is next door. The next door guy will just jump in his car and just drive off. Okay, at work is all high. That's it. Hanging out with people we don't see them. I am bored in Nigeria. Something is wrong with you. You need to go back and reevaluate your life. Nigeria. Nothing is wrong in Nigeria? Nigeria is the most entertaining, the most bubbling country in the world. Nigeria, the most bubbling country in the world. But in Nigeria, Carry yourself, go Obi Cubana's restaurant, go to Obi Cubana's club, Cubana, go to Cubana. You will not be bored at all. You will they go just they play music. If you see the fish in Cubana is as long as this. It's as long as this. Okay? Very long fish. Then go put down for a plate like this. You don't say you are bored. Bored for where? You will eat fish for like 3 hours. You can't finish it. You can't finish it. You will eat fish for like 3 hours. You still eat. If you are the greedy person and you tell them I want the giant one, they will give you giant one. You go vex. You go wrong. Nigeria is full of fun, man. Fun. If you don't get money, go Cubana. Go somewhere. There are so many places to go to. Uncle is doing party here. Kimberly Johnson, don't let me block you. I will block you now. And if I block you, that's the end of it. Stop doing this stupid advertisement on my page. Kimberly, you're not listening. You're not listening. Okay. So you see, there are many places. The issue is when you don't have money in Nigeria, you will be bored. Even with that, you can't be bored because there are thousands and thousands of churches everywhere. There is one praise night going on here. There is another praise night going on there. There is one youth conference here. There is 7 days revival on this side. You cannot be bored. There is something to do all the time. There is one party in my uncle's house. There is one party in my sister's place. There is one party. You will see family to talk to. Over here in America, nobody is talking to anybody. Nobody even want to talk to you. When you call them on the phone, they will just say hello. You say yes, auntie, can I call you back? Then they hang up, and that's it. They just hang up. Everybody is walking. It's the bill in the head of everybody. Everybody's got a bill to pay somewhere. I'm telling you. You see, enjoyment starts from Monday in Nigeria. Enjoyment starts on Monday. If you go to Nigeria now, you cannot differentiate between Monday and Friday. There is no difference. Monday. In those days, everybody ate Monday. Monday is actually the best day of everybody's life now. You close at work, straight to the club. You close at work, straight to a lounge. You close at work, straight to a place. Enjoyment throughout. Monday is actually one precious day now. Then you now look at Tuesday. Tuesday is actually following Monday. Nobody wants to die now. He says, Monday. There is nothing like that. Okay? Nigeria is bubbling every day, every hour. Every day, every hour. It day there. Sorry, if you don't get money, you go there bored. Even if you don't get money, there are certain things for you to do as a kind of a wretched person. Okay? A poor person is enjoying his life. I miss the place, man. If I vex, I will go eat amala. If I vex right now, in Nigeria, I go just vex. I will just go for one book. I will just stop myself. And then I'll go to the house and go and sit down and watch Yoruba movie. I will lalu the state. I will watch that one, and then at the end of the day, I just feel like being spiritual. I will just go to church. Churches in Nigeria, they are open 24 hours. 24 hours, something is going on there. You know, saying I'm bored. Come to America, you see how boring this place is. Nothing is happening. Nothing. Everybody is actually keeping to themselves. Everybody. You can't find anybody. The only time I see people is on Sundays. Only time I see people, I visited one family, and this family, they have a very gigantic house, and the whole house is well decorated and all kinds of stuff and everything. And I was like, how many visitors have you guys hosted in this? I said, no, I said, you are the only one. I was like, so why decorate a house like this when nobody's coming? Nobody's coming to your house, and you have decorated the house like this. They say, it's American style. We have to decorate it. Even if people are not coming, we will see it ourselves. You see, that's the stuff. If you build a gigantic house in Nigeria, family members will come and visit you. They will even bring one girl to say, you want to bring me? Hey, yàrá pọ̀ nù bí ìwọ ọmọ gbé yàrá bí. You will see somebody will bring somebody. You see somebody that will just come in there. America is so boring. Very boring. Nothing to do. Nothing whatsoever. Someone like me that is outgoing, I can't be going out all the time anyway, so I hang out in my house and I stay there. Then sometimes it's very killing. Sometimes it's killing. Sometimes you just feel just like you're alone and stuff like that. But it's good to stay out of trouble anyway. this person say I've not hosted any visitors yet. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying there? You see what I'm saying? I've not hosted any visitors yet, and your house look very beautiful. And that's it. And that's it. And it's killing. Now you just stay all by yourself. Nobody's knocking on your door. Nobody's. Oh God, what kind of people are these? What kind of people are these calling me? I don't know. I don't know this kind of people calling me at this time. So I hope it's gonna. It's not stable. Instagram, can you guys still see me? Instagram, can you guys still see me? All right. So you see that it's very, very boring. Very, very boring. You stay alone by yourself. You don't even know your next door neighbor. In Nigeria, your next door neighbor will come and greet you. Next door neighbor will come and say, hi, how you doing? And all kinds of stuff like that. You get to know the person. Your kids will go to their home to play. Their own kids will come to your house. In America, nobody goes to anybody's house. So it's boring. Now, now coming to the topic of today, you now see that so many of us, we are actually, we are dealing with depression. We are dealing with depression. Many of us, we are dealing with depression. It's possible for us not to know. And some of us do know, and we're hiding and trying to cover it up. Marriage is not designed to give you happiness. That's not what it is. It's not. It's not designed to give you happiness. If you don't have that mindset when going into marriage, you are going to get frustrated. The guy you got married to is not your source of joy. The woman you're married to is not your source of joy. Stop saying it's not making me happy. Stop saying she's not making me happy. All right. Like somebody said, is a thing of the mind. All right. To be bored, to be happy is a thing of the mind. You have to be intentional about that and tell yourself, I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. And you will be happy if it's actually something that you choose to do. Okay. And if you're sad before marriage, you will continue to be sad. Marriage is never going to change it. Marriage will enhance whatever you already have. What you have is what marriage will actually boost. All right. If it's sadness, you're going to continue to be sad. If it's happiness, you're going to continue to be happy. Whatever you choose to be is what marriage will help you to amplify. I always tell young people, I say, enjoy your life before you go into marriage. Enjoy your life big time. All right. Enjoy your life. You see a lot of young ladies are crying. I want a man. I want a man. I am so bored. I am so bored. I've said this. Being bored is not a sign that you are ready for marriage. Being bored is not a sign that you are ready for marriage. Being bored is not a sign that you are ready for marriage. The moment you are bored and you're feeling lonely, all right, it's a sign that you are depressed in a way. It's not everybody that is bored that is depressed. Some people just love to have fun, but they're not getting it. All right. Some are just bored for no reason. All right. And they are lonely. All right. That's actually a situation that you must see a therapy about. All right. And don't ever you go into marriage because you are bored. Don't go into marriage because you are lonely. You will still be lonely. You see, there are so many women and men that are in marriage today and they are still lonely and they are still bored. You know, they believe marriage is a cure for loneliness. They believe marriage is a cure for boredom. No, it's not. You are still inside of that marriage and you are still bored. You are still inside of that marriage and you still feel lonely. It's because you have a problem. It's because you have a situation that must be dealt with. And you refuse to deal with it. And you have refused to deal with those things. All right? You have refused to deal with it. It's never going to go until you deal with those things. Until you deal with them, it's never going to go. Never. Okay? So you are ready for marriage because you are mature enough to rock marriage. You know everything about marriage and you have chosen to find a partner. Not because your life is not sweet, not because your life is miserable, not because you are broke. Some people go into marriage because they are broke. They are looking for someone to pay their bills. It's not because of that. You are actually independent. You are making your own money. You are living your life. You chose to be happy and you're doing what makes you happy. But a time will come in your life that you feel like, I think I need a partner. I think at this moment I need companionship. All right. It's a thing of the mind that you will get to that point that you now say, okay, I think I need somebody. Not because I'm broke. It's not because I'm lonely. It's not because I'm alone. It's just because it's time for me to have a partner. Someone that we could relate together. Someone that we could actually enter into a partnership relationship and be able to do it for each other. Okay? So at that point in time, you can now say, all right, I think at this moment I am ready for relationship. It was just like Adam. Adam was created in the Garden of Eden and he was left alone by himself, even though the woman was inside of him. He wasn't lonely. The Bible didn't say that the man was lonely. He was just alone. Like you are alone. Like everybody is alone. People are alone. All right. The moment you are lonely and you run into marriage, oh, let me find someone to make me happy. You are making a big mistake. Because by the time you get into the marriage, then you're going to get the opposite of that. Because marriage itself is challenging. Very challenging. And when you go into marriage, that's when you start asking, why didn't you do this? How about that one? Why didn't you give me money? Why are you not having sex with me? Why are you not cooking? Why are you not doing this? There's going to be a lot of pressure mounting on you. A lot of pressure. Okay. I'm so tired. I'm coming from work. I can't do this stuff. But marriage is calling you to cook. I'm so tired. I can't do this. Marriage is calling you to have sex. Even though things are not working right for you at work and you're so miserable. But marriage is, and then people will tell you, you need to fulfill your marital obligation. What kind of person is this? What kind of person is this that is messing up my broadcast? Why? Can't people just understand? I'm not picking your call. Stop calling me. Oh, man. I don't understand a lot of people here. And these are Nigerians. They will never listen. They can never listen. Never. All right? So myself is very challenging. And the pressure is going to mount on you. You will not be able to cope. And that is where your source of depression will come. That's where the source of depression is going to come. Now, I have some few points I want to quickly just share with you guys, just to get you prepared. And if you're already in marriage, it is possible for us to visit the foundation. It's possible for us to go back and visit the foundation and say to yourself, I think I'm going to go back to the drawing table. I am going to go back to the drawing table. All right. And I need to fix some certain things about me. And most of the time it's you. All right. It's you. Every time you see a marriage, when you see challenges in marriage, All right. Don't always point to the other person. Always look inward. Look at yourself. All right. That's why it's very, very good for people to go for counseling. You go for counseling by yourself, just yourself alone, and then go and run it by somebody else and let them tell you the truth. Okay. What have you been doing? What are you not doing? What are you doing wrongly? And all kinds of stuff. And then you open up. Don't say things that are good. Say the bad things you've done. Don't make the counselor actually support you. Don't run things that you've done that are good by the counselor. Talk about those things that you get condemned in your heart, that, oh no, you shouldn't have done these things. Well, how come you're doing them? All right. Let the counselor be able to put you through. This is how you're going to handle this. This is how you handle this. This is how you handle this. All right. And then agree with it. When somebody's telling you the right thing, agree with it. Don't be defensive. When you are defensive, I always tell my clients when they come to me, I tell them, I say, listen, we are not here to score points. This place is not a place where you want to score points. If you lie, we are not going to actually get to the bottom of this. If you continue to lie, we won't get to the bottom. You are here, you paid this money not to come and play. You paid the money to come over and settle. You come to settle. And that's it. So if you come to settle, then you must tell the truth. You must tell the truth. Don't lie. You have been lying before. Change your mind. Tell yourself, I'm not going to lie anymore. I am going to be truthful. Hello? Let me tell you something. There's no big deal in somebody getting somebody pregnant. Say it. I got that person pregnant. Oh, that's it. Fine. You're going to be relieved. Then let's put it on the table. How do we deal with it? Do you want to take the mother and the baby? Or do you want to care for the baby? Which one do you want to do? Then we sit down, we table the whole stuff, and then let everybody look into it and say, okay, do I want to continue or do I want to step out? All right? Then we will put it. But if you continue to lie, you're going to destroy everything on your life. There's no big deal in somebody actually having sex with somebody. Oh, I cheated. Oh, you cheated? Yes. Well, what have you been lying before? I was afraid. All right? It's very good. Say the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth and say, yes, I have done it. Did you slap your wife? Yes, sir. I did. I was angry. All right. We understand. Okay. What could we do to make you not to slap your wife anymore? That's what we're not going to go for. Solution. Solution straight. That's what we look for. So we cannot get to that point of finding solution until you stop lying. You will sit down sometimes and then couples will start lying right to your face. The wife will tell lies. The husband will cook up a big lie. They both will lie all because they want to be the champion. They want to win the conversation, so they lie about everything. Oh, you didn't tell me. I told you. Did you remember that I told you? Okay, from today on, I'm not going to tell you again. I'll be recording you. I'll be doing this. I'll be doing that. And then you notice that somebody is lying. And they don't want you to get to the bottom of it. If you are tired of marriage, there is no big deal. Say it. I am tired of this marriage. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want this woman again. It's a very simple thing to say. You don't have to run from one pillar to pole or whatever. Say it. Sir, do you still love your wife? Don't say, yes, I still love my wife. I cherish my wife. When you know that you are lying, don't lie. Just open up and say, sir, I am done. I can't do this no more. I don't love my wife no more. Or I don't love my husband again. Say it. Don't say, oh, because of the children. The children are going to leave you. The children are going to leave you. All right? The children that you use right now to block, one day those kids will just grow up right in your face. They'll turn 18, and then when they turn 17, 18, they will pick a college that is almost 5 billion miles away from you, and they will be gone. And when they're gone, Ashiriawa too, every one of us will now see what has been happening. Don't stay in a relationship because of kids, because those kids will leave you there. And then your eyes could come clear at that time. Stay in a relationship because you still love the man. Stay there because you still love the woman and you are willing to respect each other. Stay there. But if you know that you are no longer in love with somebody, don't say, oh, because of the children. Please don't. You are messing up the life of that other person. That other person know it, that you are no longer in love with them. You are only living with them and you are torturing them. That's emotional abuse. All right, you don't sleep with them anymore. No more sex. You're not eating at home anymore. You just come on like a roommate. That is emotional torture. All right, and then you go outside to sleep with other people. To sleep with other people. That's actually not right. The right thing to say is that I'm willing to work on this marriage. I am no longer in love with my wife, but I'm willing to work on this marriage. Or I'm no longer in love with my husband and I'm willing to walk away. I just want you as a counselor to tell me exactly what to do. And please, can you inform him that he should leave me alone? I am done with him. Okay? Then it's going to be easy for someone like me to call the man and say, oh, okay, the lady is done. Oh, she's walking away. I'm walking away. All right. Somebody saying something here. He said it's difficult. I find it difficult to understand you. On the wedding day, couples vow to death to do us part. Therefore, marriage is convened, ordained by God. One must fix it. Hello, Mr. E.K. John. That's not the right thing, sir. It's not right, sir. That's not the right thing. If you read the Bible very well, divorce actually is biblical. Divorce actually is biblical, and I'm going to show it to you. If you care to know it, let me open my Bible here, and I'll show it to you because I know Nigerians always like scriptures. Show me from the Bible. Show me from the Bible, kind of thing. I will show you from the Bible here. This Bible is taking too long to load. Let me go to. Okay. All right, I want you to listen, my brother. I'm going to first of all read Matthew chapter 19 to you. Matthew chapter 19. I want to read Matthew chapter 19 to you, Mr. E.K. John. Mr. E.K. John. Let me read this to you. Matthew chapter 19 verse 9. And I want you to open it wherever you are, Mr. E.K. John. I want you to open this scripture wherever you are. Matthew chapter 19 verse 9. I want you to open it so that we will read it together. Now, I'm going to start from verse 8. Bible says yes, and Jesus said, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts are hard. But it was not this way from the beginning. That means from the beginning, God created us to be married, be with somebody, stay married forever. All right? In the beginning, it wasn't like that. He said, I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife and marries another has committed a sin, except is for sexual immorality. Now, when you see an exception, it means that marriage is for better, for worse. But if something like this happened, you could divorce and remarry. You could divorce and remarry. If there is sexual immorality on the part of the woman or on the part of the man, if you found out that your wife is sleeping with another person, and you find out that your husband is sleeping with another person, and you are not willing to forgive that person, that's a ground for divorce. Mr. E.K. John, you are not responding. That's a ground for divorce. So this is biblical here, that if someone is sleeping around, cheating on you, and you feel your life is in danger, because when people are cheating on people, it means that, number one, they are bringing, there's an exchange of covenant. You don't know who you are sleeping with. You don't know the kind of covenant on the life of that person you are sleeping with. And then you are now transferring it from that person to your wife when you come home. Number two, it's possible for you to exchange STD. When you go meet somebody else, you get gonorrhea from the person, you bring it to your own wife, you transfer the gonorrhea to your wife, the syphilis to your wife, the whatever to your wife, and it's possible for your wife to die in that process. You are exposing your family to danger. At that point in time, if the woman is saying, I am no longer interested, all right, I am no longer interested. All the man is saying, I'm no longer interested. Then in this verse here, it means that you have the grant for divorce. So when people go to church and they just listen to one verse of the Bible and they are not reading it, they will not be able to understand that it is biblical to divorce somebody. It is biblical to divorce somebody. All right. Now I'm going to take you to another verse in the Bible quickly. I'll take you to another verse in the Bible. I'll take you to another verse of the Bible real quick and be able to show you here. Let me break it down to you quickly here. I know they run. We all know that this is the only reason. Why are you contradicting yourself, Mr. Ike John? We all know that this is then if there is a reason, then why are you fighting the reason? You know there is a reason and you are fighting the reason. I'm about to prove some things to you right now. Why are we doing this? Nigerian Christians, why are we doing this? Why? Mr. Ike John, why? Why are you like this? Why do you want to just confuse people, lock people up in abusive relationship? Why? Instead of you telling them the truth, divorce is biblical. Why you say, oh, we all know that's the only? Even if it's only, is it not biblical? It is. So when you find somebody who is actually cheating on somebody and you tell the person, I'm no longer doing, are you not supposed to tell them? He said, but for other reason, tell me there is grant for divorce, even if it's one. But I'm going to show you another one. If you care to understand it, I'll show you another one right now. Now, the Bible says here, he said, to the rest I say, 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, I'm going to start from verse 12. The Bible says here, he said, to the rest I say this, I, not the Lord. If any brother has a wife who is not a believer, and she's willing to live with him, he must not divorce her. Let me break it down. It means that when you marry someone who doesn't believe in God, the marriage is actually is between a believer and an unbeliever. All right, who is an unbeliever? Someone who doesn't reference God, someone who doesn't believe in the laws of God, someone who doesn't respect the laws of God, who is cheating, who is beating his wife, who is not providing for the family. You remember the Bible says any man that is not able to provide for his family is even worse than an unbeliever. So any man that is not providing is actually an unbeliever. All right, that's the category of those people. Now the Bible says here, he said, but if you marry an unbeliever as a wife and you are willing to stay with that person, maybe the person is a good person, he's paying bills with you, he's having sex with you, he's doing all kinds of stuff with you, he said, please don't divorce such a person. Don't divorce such a person. Continue to live with them. He said, and if a woman has a husband who is not a believer and is willing to live with her, she must not divorce him. For the unbelieving husband has been sanctified through his wife, and the unbelieving wife has been sanctified through the believing husband. Otherwise, your children will be unclean, but as it is, they are holy. It means that you have decided to accept that person. You have decided to accept the unbeliever, that this unbeliever, I want to live with this unbeliever forever. Then your children will not be unclean, because based on that, the moment a believer marries an unbeliever, they are not allowed to come to the synagogue because their children are unclean. Marriage is supposed to be between two believers. It's not supposed to be unbeliever marrying a believer. So the moment it happens, they will not be able to come to the garden of the believers because their children will be unclean. A believer marrying an unbeliever is not allowed. But here, Paul is now saying the unbeliever has been sanctified by the believer. Okay, and now your children are now clean. Now he went further, verse 15. He said, but if the unbeliever leaves, let it be so. If the unbeliever leaves, let it be so. If a man is not telling you, I'm divorcing you, I'm going, I have another woman I'm sleeping with, I gotta go. The Bible is saying here, as a woman, he said, please don't hold him down. Let him go. Let it be so. And he now said further, he said, the brother or the sister is not bound in such a circumstances. That means that divorce is allowed. You are not bound in it, because God did not see, he doesn't see such a kind of a marriage as marriage anyway. It's just a permissive will of God. God only allowed it because it has happened. So he allows it to happen. But if the unbeliever says, I'm going, I gotta go, he said, let him go. Let him go. You are not bound. All right, let him go. You are not bound. Somebody's asking a question now. He said, Bazola, how do we reconcile this verse with the verse that says that we should not be unequally yoked with unbelievers? Now, it's not based on marriage. That verse you're talking about is not based on marriage. All right, it's not. It's based on, actually, I will come back and explain that to you, properly. Because see, the issue with the Bible is that Bible is got part by part, piece by piece. That you have to bring all them together to make one. We just don't dwell on one verse and say, okay, this is what this verse is saying. But you made it sound like people could just divorce anyhow for flimsy reasons. No, that's not what I said. You are the one that is confusing yourself, Mr. Ike John. You are confusing yourself. Divorce is biblical. Divorce is biblical. If you want to go and do it in heaven, this is the same thing. This is the Bible I'm reading to you. I didn't put this together. It's just because people don't read it. The only verse people read, I'm going to read it to you so that you will understand it. The verse that people read, the only place that people read and then they confuse themselves, I will show you. All right, I'm going to show you. All right, Malachi chapter 2. And then let us start from verse 10. Breaking covenant through divorce. Breaking covenant through divorce. All right, I'm going to start from, let me see where I'm going to start. Let me do verse 16. The Bible says, the man who hates, the man who hates and divorces his wife, says the Lord, the God of Israel, does violence to the one he should protect, says the Lord. So be on your guard and do not cheat. You guys will not read that part of it. Thank you, Femi God. God bless you. The people, you will not read this part of it. You only read that part that says God hates divorce. God hates divorce. Then we carry it. Then we carry that one and start preaching it all around. God hates divorce. Why don't you read that part that says be on your guard, do not cheat? Have you read that part of it? Do you know that part of the Bible that said do not cheat? All right. So when you cheat, then we now go to Matthew chapter 19 verse 9, where it says you as a woman could divorce a man who cheat on you, who has cheated on you. You see, Bible is written, it's a part. You have to bring all the pieces together to make one. All right. The Bible is saying do not cheat. So what do we do when somebody cheats? Then we go to Matthew chapter 19 verse 9, and then we now tell the person, okay, this is a settle. If a man has been unfaithful, the woman has got the right to divorce you. You see what I'm saying? But Nigerian Christians don't read Bible in parts. They just read line by line, and then they base their messages on lies. You don't base your message on lies. You don't base it on lies. You pick pieces of Bible, bring it up together, and then make it one. Malachi chapter 2 verse 16. I want you to read it. Go back and read it. And when you are reading it, please read the Message Bible. The Message Bible will give you better understanding about what I'm talking about. All right. So every time I come out and I say divorce is biblical, you guys always think I'm preaching heresy. I am not. I have studied the Bible. You will not see me quote Bible on my show. I will not quote scriptures on my show. And I have a reason why I don't. I don't because I have Muslims listen to me. I have unbelievers that listen to me. I have all kinds of people listen to me. I don't want my show to be like a Christian kind of program. And that's why I don't quote scriptures. And you think I don't know it? I do. I know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. I have read this whole stuff. I understand it well. So Bible is supposed to come bit by bit and put it. Nobody's fighting with you, Mr. Ike John. All we need from you to do is say, I'm sorry. You need to say, I'm sorry for misleading people. Say, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You have not read the Bible, Mr. Ike John. Forget about it. You have not read the Bible at all. You don't know Jack. You don't know Jackie Robinson when it comes to Bible. Forget about it. Go and sleep somewhere. You go and sleep somewhere. You don't know Jack when it comes to Bible. You don't know Jack. Just go there and preach heresy to people, preach nonsense to other people. Let me just block you. I don't like your face. I don't like your face at all. You're a distraction. You're a distraction here. You see what I'm saying? So when we are talking, they think we talk without knowledge. We talk with knowledge, full knowledge of the scriptures. We have to read it. We have to study it. You study it. Let me tell you guys this story real quick. All right. When I was in CAC, no, I blocked him already. When I was in CAC, I told them, and they always want to let us go and pray. Let us go and pray. Let us go and pray. Okay? Yeah, let us go and pray. I said, sir, we cannot be praying, sir. We cannot be praying. We cannot be praying. And there's one old woman that will be seeing revelation on me every time, like, I am not born again, I'm not born again. But I am. I study the Bible. I always read it. I pray to God. God showed me the majority of the women that I see in church, they are not happy. I see majority of them are just passing time. Majority of them are sad. Majority of them are depressed. And they won't listen to me. Then I started preaching about divorce. They say, oh no, where did you get that from the Bible? I say, it's there. I said, these people, I said, sir, for months and years, those women are not getting sex. These women I see, sir, no sex for them. For years, their husbands are cheating on them. And they're coming to church to pray. We need to stop them from this praying thing, sir. They say, no, it is Koscielny, the God of Koscielny. We have to pray. We have to pray. No, sir. It is not God of Koscielny on this one. On this one, God has given us ability. He said, I've given you ability to make. We all have the ability. The abilities in the counselors. The abilities is in the lawyers. The abilities is in the doctors, in the therapists. All right? That we're supposed to tap. And let us help these people. We cannot just tell them to come and pray. Prayer is a form of therapy. But that therapy is not going to take care of their problems, sir. He said, no, let's just keep praying. He's the God of Koscielny. He's 3 days fasting. And okay, no, sir. No, sir. You didn't listen to me. Those women were not allowed to speak their minds. Those women, they were not allowed to speak out. And it is in the speaking out that you will know what they're going through. They were not allowed to do so. And likewise, when I went to Nigeria, I saw one woman. I went to minister in a place and I preached about divorce. And I preached about divorce. And when I got there, and I was preaching about divorce, the whole congregation were looking at me like I'm stupid. And after the whole thing, they came to me. One woman came to me. And the woman was looking so dry, so unhappy. And the woman said to me, I've been divorced now for 14 years. I said, wow, that's a long time. So, yeah. He said, my pastor said I should keep on waiting for him to come back. I said, 14 years, you're waiting for who? Said the man. I said, oh, where is he right now? He said he has remarried. I said, He said, I've been following him on social media. I said, can you show me the guy? So he showed me the guy. The guy looked very young. He was actually celebrating his new wife. He bought a new car. He bought a new car for the new wife, and he had a baby, new baby, got 2 kids already with the new baby and stuff. And I looked at the woman. I said, sir, I said, ma, I said, do you see that you look older than this man? He said, he is actually 5 years older than me. I said, really? I said, yeah. I said, the guy is enjoying his life. To me, the guy is enjoying his life. It's not coming back. You can pray all you want. I can show you people that have been praying for the man to return. Those men.
Let me quickly bring Instagram back. I think I passed my 1 hour already. But let me bring them back. Sorry, guys.
Let me bring them back. Let me bring them back. All right. So I said, I can show you example of a lot of people that have been divorced and they never came back. And I don't think they're going to come back. I said, Madam, all the scriptures I showed you, go back home and read them again. Pray to God. Let God convince you. How the woman knelt down and said, thank you, ma. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I said, okay. She went back home. She prayed about it. She called me back. I just got back to the state and she said, I think I'm ready to move on. I said, it's better for you, ma. And I want to let you guys know, and this is actually a true life story. I'm telling you right now. I was in Nigeria the time before the last time. And the woman called me and said, Pastor Lai, I was told you are in Nigeria. I said, yes, I am. He said, I would like to come over and appreciate you. I want to just meet you. And I want to actually show you my newfound love. I was like, that would be good. I said, I'm going to be in Mokola. You can come over and meet me over there at the place I'm eating. So she came and brought the new lover. And this woman, I'm going to tell you this. She is totally transformed, totally changed, looking all fresh, clean, nice, and beautiful. And when I saw her, I couldn't believe it. I was like, God has not called us to nothing but to peace. If you read that 1 Corinthians chapter 7 down, God has not called us to any other thing but to peace. All you need in your life is peace. And his peace he will give unto you. I said, Madam, have you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, Pastor, I do. Say, thank you. You delivered me. You set me free. I was drying up. I was fasting. I said, hope you are not praying for him to die. He said, no, I did not. I was only praying for him to come back. And every time I pray for him to come back, he's doing new things where he is and stuff. I said, Madam, do you guys have kids together? Say, yes. I said, let him see his kids. Let him be a part of his kids or his kids' life. Let him be able to be a father. He said, well, I've deprived him for many years. I said, please don't. Expose the children to their father. Let them know him and stuff. So she greeted me. She paid for my food. I prayed for the two of them. And the guy was like, thank you very much. You are the one that made me founder. If not for you and this. I was like, no, it's God. And then they left. And that gladdens my heart. That I've been able to help one soul, just only one soul. You see, all these messages that we're preaching all around the place is killing people. And when you now look at the Bible that says that if two believers should get divorced, now their own condition is different. Their own condition is totally different. When the wife is a believer and the husband is a believer, it's a different ballgame. It doesn't go this way. And that's why we always tell people, please, before you go into divorce, always come to run it by us. Let us sit you down. Let's counsel you. Let's check it out. What it is that you've been going through. And we'll know if this is actually good for divorce or not. When two believers are married, there must not be anything called divorce. Hello? Two believers. This one believe in God. This other one believe in God. There must not be anything called divorce among them. We must not hear it. Nothing. He leaded me through the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Because of his name, he will lead you through the path of righteousness. God will not allow anybody to put a mess on his name. The moment you carry the name of Jesus, you have the mark of Jesus on you, you cannot put mud on the name of God. He is so intentional about this one. Please Don't mess it up. Two believers, when they get married, there must not be anything called divorce. A believer who believes in God will not cheat. A believer even if he should cheat, he will quickly stand up, apologize, make his way straight, come back to his wife, and the two of them will understand. He will confess to his wife, beg for forgiveness, then they carry on the journey. All right. So you see, when two believers marry, the only thing, okay, when there is kind of unrest, there is a situation, and I don't want you to get me wrong. When we are talking about believers, I'm not talking about church people. When I'm talking about believer, I'm not talking about pastor. I'm not talking about evangelist. All right? Because those are just ordinary titles. Anybody could acquire those titles and say, I'm an evangelist, I'm a prophet, I'm a this, and they are not a believer. Then they are not born again. Being born again doesn't mean I'm going to church. Being born again doesn't mean I'm preaching. Being born again doesn't mean I have a pastoral title. Being born again doesn't mean I'm a bishop. Being born again doesn't mean I'm an evangelist. Okay, yeah, I want you guys to remember this. Always remember it in your head. Whenever you're going anywhere and you are referring to people as Christians, please don't. Please don't. Don't refer to people as Christians. It is by their fruit. You know, they themselves will show you I am a Christian. How will you know? It is by their fruit. A man who doesn't cheat, a man who doesn't beat his wife, a woman who doesn't cheat, a woman who doesn't disrespect his wife, you will know that this one here is a Christian. It is the fruit that we are looking at. This fruit resembles somebody who has been with Jesus. Don't believe them for what they say. Believe them for what they do. Christianity is about doing. Is what you do. It's a lifestyle. Christianity is not a religion. It's the way you live. It's the way you reference people, the way you check people, the way you pray for people, the way you do to people. That's what proves that you are a Christian. All right? It's not the big Bible you carry on your shoulder. It is not the church going and you are singing and the beret you have on your head. It is not the wududu that you use in Congo. It is not the sultana that you are wearing. It is not in the red belt you put on your sultana or your yellow belt you put on yours. It's not in the dada here that you have. It is not in you holding microphone and say doesn't prove a Christian. All right, you can speak in tongues all you like. If you are not a Christian, you are not. Your fruit will show us who you are. You are not a child of God. You are not part of us. We do it. Your fruit is not showing us. Your fruit is not showing us jack. It's not showing us anything. All right, it is not. It is not everybody that calls me Lord, Lord, that will inherit the kingdom of God. People say Lord, 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 Lord. People even see revelation and they are not a child of God. They are not a child of God. So when you now marry a child of God, a believer, someone that has been reconstructed, regenerated, he has exchanged his flesh with the Spirit of God. Now the Spirit of God is living in him. And that's what the Bible says. Those that are led by the Spirit, they are the chosen of God. It is only those that are led by the Spirit that are the children of God. And you will know. And you will know that this one is carrying the Spirit of God. You will know this one is walking in the Spirit. This one is not doing it by himself. He's not leaning on his own understanding. He's leaning on the Holy Spirit to do things. The way he will smile at you, actually that guy means it. When he will say something is the truth. He will say no when he's meant to say no. He will say yes when he wants to say no. He will not promise and fail you. If he's about to fail you, he will call you and say, sir, I won't be able to make it again because something happened. He will not just make you to stand there and waiting for him. All right? Their lifestyle is different. Konisim be Madaru. He's not going to be in a place where they're ganging up against other person. He will not talk rubbish. He won't lie against anybody. He won't cook up lies. That kind of a person, you will know this one is moved by the Spirit of God. By the Spirit of God. So those kind of people, when they enter into marriage, now let me quickly say this before I finish up. Marriage is challenging. It doesn't matter if it's actually of God or not of God. I always say this to people. When people say what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Because you got married in the church doesn't mean God is involved. You guys are creating something from me, inside of me today. I don't want to go here, but you are making me to go. You see, because you got married and we have a lot of popes and bishops and pastors and bishops in attendance, doesn't mean God is involved. All right? You can decide to go and enter into the pulpit and get married there. Even if you like, go inside of the baptistry, enter into the water and get married there. If God is not there, God is not there. He's not there. So the moment that you are married and God is the foundation, don't get fooled. There will still be problems. There will still be challenges. All right? Because of individual differences. Individual differences. You are not trained the way I've been trained. They didn't give back to us. Even people that are giving back to in the same house, people that are giving back to on the same day that are twins, they are different people. They're different people. Oh, okay, so it will always cause problems in marriage. This is how I want to do my thing. No, I'm doing mine like this. This is how I sleep. No, you have to sleep like this. This is how I eat. No, you have to eat like that. This is how I talk. No, you can't be yelling. Like me in my house, everybody in my home, they yell. And that's why I'm yelling. I yell not because I'm angry. I yell not because I'm mad. I yell because my dad will yell at you. That's the way he talks. I got it from him. So when I married my wife, I told her, I said, me at the yellow. And she talked like pimpini. Our own talking is pimpini. When my wife is angry, you will be laughing. When she's angry, you'll just be laughing. Is this anger? Is this one? Are you really angry? Is this one you're angry? And you're saying, is this anger? Let me demonstrate anger to you. You will hear me. You will hear when my own life is different. Everybody in my family, they're like me. I will carry chair and break it on your head. Then you will know I'm angry. My wife will be angry and be doing peeping. I was like, anger, she will lily. Anger, yama. You know, so we're totally different people. So when I start yelling, okay, she will be telling me you're yelling. I was like, no, I'm not yelling. She said, no, you are yelling. I said, no, I'm not yelling. This is how I talk. No, you are yelling. No, I'm not yelling. Then we start going in and out like that. But I'm not really yelling because this is my voice. And when she's talking, I'm like, oh, sorry, you're not talking, I'm not hearing you. You're not talking to me. Are you really talking to me or you're talking on the phone? Because me, I'm not hearing what you're saying. You got to yell at me for me to understand what you're doing, what you're saying to me. But she's not, she's the kind that talk pimping. So all of this stuff we have to come in, even if God is the foundation, there will still be individual differences and we will always have issues in the marriage. We always have issues in the marriage. And when we have issues in the marriage, it doesn't mean that the devil has penetrated you. It's individual differences. It's a regular stuff that must happen in marriage. Regular. It's regular. It will happen. Either you like it, you don't like it. There will be ups and downs. And that's why people must prepare for marriage, because what you are going into is got the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's got three faces. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You see, most of the time you guys are not prepared for the ugly. The ugly will come. There will be name calling. Somebody will get angry. Somebody will say things they don't mean. All because they just want to get to you. It's not because they don't love you. It's just because they are actually angry. All right? All of these things will mount on you pressure that you may not be able to come out of. Okay? So even though Christ is the foundation of that relationship, there will still be shaking. Also, and you read sorrow. And in this world you will see tribulation. He said, but be glad, I have overcome. That means the whole problem will come. It's not like it's not coming. It will come, but he will provide an escape route. He said, a temptation that is above your capacity and ability will not come on you. Even though he has already provided that, he will still make an escape route for you. There will always be reconciliation in a way. If the two of you are mature, being Christians, and you're Christians, and you believe in God, the two of you will reconcile. You will see how it's going to happen. So when two believers get married, now God is not expecting something not to happen, but the two of you must actually depend on God. And then depending on God means that I'm able to bow to submit to my wife. My wife is submitting to me. You need to have a secret room, a secret place where the two of you will go and bow to each other. And that's how Christians do it. That's how Christians walk. There's supposed to be a time your husband is angry, everybody's angry, and the two of you will remember we are Christians. And then you go straight into the secret room, and then you bow to each other, cry together, apologize to each other, get yourself together, and come out of the place like new bride and new groom. But the Bible now says that in case there is a big situation, it's possible for us Christians to activate what they call separation. So when we activate that they call separation, separation means that you are by yourself, she is by herself, and it's going to be for a time. It's going to be for a time. Just for you to work on yourself, for her to work on herself, for her to breathe, for you to breathe, and then we quickly reconcile you back, okay, into that relationship, then you can continue. But if it shows that you guys are still not willing to continue, then the two of you must remain single. If you go by the way of divorce, the two of you will remain single until death will cancel the covenant of death, of marriage. Until death will cancel the covenant of marriage. It is only death that could cancel the covenant of death of marriage when two believers get married. Only death. So if you away and he walks away, he remains single, you must remain single. And that's why you see a lot of women without sense. They go to the mountain to pray for Uluwapa, Uluwapa, Uluwanopa, Yosu, Komejima, Jesu, Kokudanu, Kokudanu, Kokudanu. And then they go over there and be praying for the man to die. But the more they pray, the more the man is flourishing. The more the man is flourishing. You don't kill somebody because of that. You don't. And that's where the reconciliation is. That you should be able to live with each other. And that's what God is trying to teach believers. He's trying to teach believers that. So when you come into that relationship and then you stay there, find a way to make your marriage to work. Find a way to make your marriage work. And that's what he's saying to believers. When two believers get married, they should remain married. If they go through the path of divorce, the two of them must remain single and not married. Until death, we cancel that covenant of marriage. I always advise people that please, whenever it is you want to get married, first of all, go to relationship school. When you want to get married, please go to relationship school. Don't just go and get married without sense, without knowledge. Go and get married, all right, with sense. Go to relationship school and learn about relationship. It will get you prepared. Some people are not that ready to be married. Something pushed them. Maybe the family pushed them. Maybe the society pushed them. Maybe they are being broke, pushed them. Okay? And then they are being pushed into it. And now they are inside of it without knowledge. And the next thing they want to do is to get out of it. Okay? Don't jump into it. Don't jump into it. When you jump into it, you're going to jump out of it. And you see that people who are depressed in marriage. You see, all of this stuff that I just mentioned right now, this is just, foundation of marriage. The moment we start going higher and higher into this stuff, you'll begin to see how difficult it is. You see, when Jesus Christ explained marriage to the disciples actually said, do you know what? Why don't we, this marriage is difficult. Why don't we just remain single? And that's why majority of us don't know. Now, marriage is difficult. It's not a bed of roses. It's not. There are certain things you want to do that you cannot do because now you're thinking for two. And the time will come, you must start thinking for three, thinking for four. And the moment kids start coming in, it becomes more complicated. At that time, men will say, okay, my wife doesn't love me anymore. Our love is just for the kids. And that's the time that the whole stuff is going to be very, very challenging. You see, many people don't know. We don't know what marriage is. It's hard. Jesus Christ broke it down to the disciples. The disciples said, why don't we just forget about marriage and just remain single? Just remain single. People are not. People just believe marriage is just to have free sex. They say, marriage is actually a way of having free sex. Some people believe marriage is just to enrich me. Somebody's going to pay my bills. Somebody's going to pay my bills. Some people say, marriage is just a kind of a way to be respected. When you live with the same woman for 5 years, you come back and tell me stories. When you live with the same man for 5 years, you come back and tell me stories. And you wake up to see the same man all the time, every time, every time. The nature of a man is not to sleep with one woman. The nature of a man, we want to sleep with multiple. Let's sleep with this one, sleep with that one, sleep with everybody we see. But this time around, now you are married, now you are committed to one person. And this is the only one person that you have to sleep with the rest of your life. It's challenging. It's very challenging. You don't even like our smell. You don't even like his smell. You don't even like anything about it. Doesn't even know how to do it like your ex-girlfriend. Doesn't even know how to do it like your ex-boyfriend. But this is just it. This is it. This is the truth right now. Reality. I have to spend the rest of my life with this person. And then it now becomes endurance. Let me just continue to endure. Let me just keep on enduring. I just don't like our attitude anymore. I wanted somebody else. You can't. I just don't enjoy our cooking again. I just don't enjoy our cooking anymore. You got to keep on eating it. And all kinds of stuff like that. And some people, if you let your marriage go, and that's it. That's it for you. Is it marriage get you to a point where you'll be sad? Marriage will get you to a place that you'll be depressed. And at that point in time, God is actually telling you it's time to walk. Marriage is a hard work. Don't do juju on your husband. Don't do juju on your wife. It's never going to end well. Hard work is what it will take. It's not just prayer. Prayer doesn't work on empty space. You have to have something you're doing. Or that's why it's very good for husband and wife to go on vacation together. And without the kids, you don't go without the kids. With the kids, you go without the kids. You go and work on your relationship. Spice your relationship up. Some men are tired. Some women are tired. You go back and renew your strength. And that's when you go on vacation with your husband. You table things, you put things on the table and be blunt. And be blunt. Don't hide anything. Don't do laissez-faire kind of marriage whereby you sweep everything under the carpet. So don't let me say anything. Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. If you don't talk, that stuff is not going to go away. It will stay there. Don't let me say anything. Let me just keep quiet. Let me just pretend like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. We all could see. We're looking at you. We know you are not happy. We know you're sad. We know something is wrong with you. Okay? We know it. So it's better for you to handle those things. Never marry someone you're afraid of. I've been saying this. A lot of you women are afraid of your husbands. You can't even call him by his name. If you call him Tokumbo, he will look at you like, what? My dear. Daddy, daddy. You see, what kind of a wife are you? You're afraid of your own husband that is sleeping with you? You're calling your own husband daddy? What nonsense is that? Are you guys not supposed to be best of friends? Is he not supposed to be your best friend? Are you not supposed to be his best friend? Are you not supposed to be to be able to be a stupid person around him? All right? You can't even talk to him. Some people, you want to talk to your husband, you say, hey daddy, tẹ bá ráyè lọ́sàn-án, ó ní nǹkan kan tí mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ. Tẹ bá ráyè ni o, kò ṣe hurry o. And I was like, mi ò rí àyè kankan. Oh yeah, I don't have time for nonsense. I'm not talking to you. And he said, mo kàn ní kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ má bínú, ẹ má lọ bí iṣẹ́, ẹ má lọ bí iṣẹ́. And then you go, you are in prison. You are a prisoner. You are not a man. You are not a wife. You are a prisoner. A prisoner in that home. You go to the pastor to go and report your husband to the pastor, and you're saying, hey, you made your bow, you must have fool, my binu. Go binu now. He's not your husband in the first place. Let him be annoyed. Go binu. I tell people, to about 20 years, Junior, for 20 years, Junior, don't about the bass, wherever I had the age mate near, oh my lama estate in it. Oh my lama estate, oh my lama, I'll take big Jenny. What if you lost it now? Hey, Josie, age yet. You want your wife to be kneeling down to you and be calling you daddy. What stupid daddy is that? What kind of stupid daddy is that? You guys are partners in the home. And this is what Africans are actually preventing us from teaching. They don't want us to teach this equality in marriage. Everybody is equal. You are equal to me. I'm equal to you. Nobody is superior to nobody. I have been saying this. The money of the man belongs to the family. The money of the woman belongs to the family. She's making the money for both of us. And you are making the money. If somebody says, Pastor Zela, who lo aisiki mi ni? Ìyàwó lo aisiki ya oni. Ti money so but don't lo so wa okay. You make owó sa. Money kale mi ni. Ma gbé gbogbo aisiki yòókù fún. Aisiki gan wà lọ́dọ̀ tèmi mi ò make kobo. Ìwọ lo díẹ̀ lára aisiki ni o wa make adúró owó ìwọ bá gbogbo aisiki ló máa lò. You dash out all the aisiki let her go. Ìwọ tó lo aisiki tẹ́lẹ̀. You are aisiki less person. You know how aisiki tẹ́lẹ̀. If any prophet is lying to you that you are aisiki less person. Oh, aisiki ni. Kálí mi ní ẹni. Tó bá lo aisiki kékeré lára aisiki mi, máa gbé gbogbo yòókù fún wọn. Bí ẹjọ́ ẹ máa lọ. Ìyàwó ẹni, is it not my wife? Let my wife go and use my aisiki. Let her use it and then go and make money with it. Your aisiki wà lọ́dọ̀ mi go make it kankan. Mo gbé aisiki. I put aisiki in my own hand. Nothing is happening. You now tap a little bit of that aisiki and you use it and money start coming in. I'm telling you. It is this ego that will kill our African men, and at the end of the day, they're going to suffer eventually. And they're going to suffer eventually. This particular ego thing. You cannot withstand a woman that is prosperous. You cannot withstand a woman that is getting the goals. You cannot submit to him and respect her. Okay? You cannot. And it's actually going to destroy a lot of things in our lives if we don't. And luckily these days, women are doing far better than men. And this is actually supposed to be a pointer to us men that something is wrong with us. That we need to go back to the drawing table and go and fix whatever is wrong. All right? Women are the ones seeking for God. Women are the ones that are going to school. Women are the ones that are getting better jobs. Women are the ones that are making a lot of money. In the IT world right now, women are all over the place. Go and check it out. And they are prosperous in everything. They are doing so well in all things. And our men are supposed to say, you know what, I'll stand with my wife. Instead of you being angry, stand with him. I mean her. Help her. Push her some more. Give her every support needed. Because she's making the money for us. It's for the family. All right? Why fight a woman because she's making money? Why hate a woman because she's making money? Then the entire family will say, Daddy go laisiki ha boni kankan iso baba go orun omo tomo go tasasa. You guys are lucky to marry the good wife. You better go support her and let her bring glory to your family. Family you laisiki ni jo. Don't be lying here. I seek less family. Sọ pé ó lẹ́sìkì yìí ni ó lẹ́sìkì òṣìwò lọmọ yìí ni. Ó ti sọ ọmọ wa di messenger o. Ọmọ yìí gan messenger ni tẹ̀lé. Mú ìwé kọ́ lórúkọ ẹni. Ọmọ yìí mú ìwé kọ́ lórúkọ ọmọ yìí ni. Kí orúkọ ló ń ro ọmọ yìí yọ. Sọ pé kí ni kan ọmọ yìí mú ìwé kọ́ lẹ́sọ̀ èyí kọ́ lẹ́sọ̀ ní mú ìwé kọ́ máa mú nǹkan wá ni. Mú wá ọmọ yìí sọ di messenger. What are you talking about? Èyí kọ́ lẹ́ bá yẹ ọmọ yìí jẹ́ ni ẹ wá sọ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló bá yẹ jẹ́. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ kọ́ ọkọ jọ. I seek less family. Okay, so that's the stuff. But this is the jokes apart. So just apart. The issue is just that when you actually go into marriage and your wife is doing far better than you, all you need is just to put your weight behind her. All you need is just put your own weight behind her. Give her all of the support that is needed. Love her and cherish her. Do whatever it takes to make her life easy so that she could concentrate on getting the goals. Let her concentrate, because that money is the glory of the family. That money is the glory of the family. Whatever it is that actually she's bringing is the glory of that family. The glory of the family. Right there. So you're going to see that so many things are happening. And the first thing is actually the situation in marriage is always caused by some few things. Let me give you guys those points real quick before I forget them. I wanted to give you certain points before I went into trying to explain certain things to Mr. Ike. Relationship dissatisfaction is actually the number one that we need to watch for. I'm not satisfied. Hello? People are not satisfied. People are not satisfied. They're not satisfied in their relationship. They're not satisfied with the cooking. They're not satisfied with the attitude. They're not satisfied with the behavior. They're not satisfied with the sex. See, people say, oh, sex is nothing. I want to submit to you. It might not be nothing to you, might be nothing to you, but it's something to a lot of people. A lot. When people are not sexually satisfied, it's not a good sign. You guys are writing a letter to cheating. That man, that woman will take the whole thing outside. Haven't you heard about the story of a nurse who is sleeping with the janitor of her job? Because the janitor knows how to be travailler. The janitor, he knows how to be that woman travailler. So they sleep together. She is married to a man that is 2 seconds noodle. I always tell men this, please work on yourself. Drink Gouda, drink NSC, drink all this. Your man mukumu. At the end of your own stuff, you can't perform. You cannot perform in bed. When banana is not working, it will make you angry. And a lot of people, your banana is not working, and you will not talk, and you are sitting down there, and your wife is not pleased. All right, before you get to the gate, Otida, he has not even gotten to the gate. Though he has not even entered the gate. Otida, one paralyzed blood pressure, blood pressure, blood pressure, perform. Who are you taking to? Story. Don't give us story. Go and fix your teeth. Go to the gym and work. Go and see a doctor. Let them treat you. You got to satisfy the woman. It's part of the provision that God is talking about. You don't want your wife to go outside. You don't want your husband to go outside. You need to take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. You got to provide sexually. You cannot do it. Then you are writing a letter to cheating. Because your wife is going to take it outside. Your husband is going to take it outside. A lot of women, your husbands are not sexually satisfied because of this, your religion. Jesus, the night video, fasting and prayer. You go to church on Sunday, you by 8 o'clock, you come back by 9 at night. All in the name of Jesus, Jesus. Before you come back, your house help is pregnant. Then you now be shouting, is devil. It is not devil. The devil is not the one. Angels will not come and have sex with your husband. Angels will not cook for your husband. Angels will not come and have conversation with your husband. You will be the one to do it yourself. It doesn't matter how busy you may be. You need to always schedule a time for family. There must be a family time. You cannot just continue doing. You must stop and be in the family. And leave all this Jesus thing alone. There is nothing wrong in you doing Jesus at home and then go to church 1 hour, 2 hours, you are back in your house. You are back in your house. There is sexual dissatisfaction. Character satisfaction is not there. A lot of women don't get character at all. Maybe you have eaten the bum of chicken. Your mouth is family. You use this your stupid mouth to destroy the entire family. There is nobody they cannot talk to. They talk to everybody. They have reported their husband to everybody on the street. We'll be talking. That character is not satisfying. Why do we have to carry everything outside? Why can't you sit me down and let us talk like mature people? All right? Let's settle our own case in the house. Let's go into the secret place and settle this whole stuff instead of you just talking. By the time you now talk to your enemy, finish now. And then they start spreading the old news. You want the enemy alright. You go all around the place and talking. Keep your mouth shut and deal with your case in the house and stop talking all around. Some people are not satisfied with the bullying system. The husband, his character is more of being a bully. You're a bully in the house. The wife is not happy. Ọ̀rọ̀ àsọtán, wọ́n máa rán ìyàwó ẹ lọ sílé, màmá ò kọ́ ẹ dáadáa. Màmá ò kọ́ ẹ dáadáa. Màmá ò ṣe kíní kan. Àwọn family ẹ ló bà yí ẹ jẹ́. You say all of this yama thing, and then you want your wife to satisfy you at night. Kò jọ rárá, sọ pé ó ti lọ. Sọ pé ó ti lọ. It can never happen. All right, your character is not good. You are not respectful. And you want your wife to respect you. How will she respect you when you actually disrespect her? This character is not good. And this is the stuff that will send people into depression. People will just go into depression. At the end of the day, they can't come out of it. They're so depressed. All right? Inside of the home, there is what we call chronic stress. A lot of stress everywhere. It will mess up things. Another one I want to talk because of my time is negative self-perception. All right? When your self-esteem is bad, your self-esteem is zero. The husband killed it based on this verbal abuse thing. Do you know when you are saying all these things, they go back and look at the mirror and they look at their mouth will be like this. It's a thing of the mind. You are popping into their mind, they will look ugly. They look at themselves, they look ugly in the mirror. And then they start believing it. All right? You have succeeded in destroying them. Okay? With your own stupid mouth. All right? And you tell your husband, you want 2 seconds no do oshi. 2 seconds no lo le se. Kò lè ṣe ju 2 seconds lọ. Orí ojú ò tiẹ̀. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìṣúná bọ̀lẹ̀ fún 1 hour. Ó ṣe 2 seconds. Ọ̀dẹ̀. You have succeeded in killing him. All right? This guy can never in this world perform again with you. By the time he gets to the bedroom, he will be weak like a dog. He can't do nothing. You have destroyed his esteem. His self-esteem is zero. Nothing for him. All right? And you say all of this stuff and you still want marriage to work. That man, you are sending him to depression. He will stop eating at home. Then he will just be hanging out on one side of the house. Then he will withdraw from his friends. He can't go to his friends, can't go anywhere. Likewise, the woman too. Oh God. Social isolation is another thing that will happen, that when you start withdrawing from outside, I mean, you don't want to go outside anymore. You are withdrawing. All right? You just want to stay in your house. You are depressed. You are sad. Only thing you do is watch Yoruba movie. Lalude o, ó ti yìnbọn fún o, Lalude o, pọ̀fọ̀ o, dìgbòlùjà. Ó ti pọ̀fọ̀ dìgbòlùjà ti pa wọ́n o, Jésù wọ́n ti kú dànù o, and stuff. You know what funny thing about Yoruba movie people? You know that I believe they are correcting it right now. And this part of it is always very funny to me. They want to kill somebody, they will shoot the ground. I was like, why are you shooting the ground? This is the person that we want to kill is in front of you. Shoot the person direct. In American movie, when they want to kill people, they shoot them directly. Yoruba people wants to kill somebody, they shoot the ground. They shoot the and everybody now shoot the ground, like 15 people will die at the same time. I was like, boy, like, wow. You after shooting the ground, everybody will, like 15 people will just die. They think we are stupid. They think we are very stupid. We people that are watching the movie, they think we are stupid. We are not stupid because we understand the movie. We are managing. We are only we are managing it. We are just managing. You're a that you're shooting. We are managing it. You know, you guys are getting me. You're making me laugh. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when we come there, and then we start watching Lalude and watching all this stuff. And you see, in my own head now, because sometimes when I get depressed, when I get depressed, I just look. I always love this the movie about Eleye. I love the Eleye kind of movie. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I was one of the Eleyes when I came the first time. He was like, Awa Yelade o, Awa Eleye. Àwa ni àjẹ̀dọ̀ èèyàn máma bí o, àwa larúgbà aṣọ tí kì í kanlẹ̀, àwa ayé àdúdìdé o, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ènìyàn ẹ máa sá lọ nítorí wípé àtidé báyìí, a ó jọ̀wọ́ yín, a ó jẹsẹ̀ yín, a ó jorí yín, a ó fẹ̀dọ̀ yín, a ó fẹ̀dọ̀ yín jẹyàn. I just love this stuff. I love the Hawaiian stuff like that. Just one day I asked myself, I said, somebody among these movie people must be a witch. How do you know the song they sing? How do you know how they compose their song in the coven of the witches? How do you know that they always have a big drum? How did you know this stuff? I just love the Hawaii. I just love this Hawaii thing. Alright. Anytime I watch movie, I always like, when were they going to do Hawaii? I love the Hawaii thing. That's the part I love most. You know what I'm saying? Alright. You know, so the issue is just that let's just leave the Hawaii alone. Let's leave Hawaii alone on one side. You know, somebody must actually be teaching them how they beat their drums in their cover. I don't know. Maybe they just cooked it up. Maybe they just cooked it up and said, let us do. You know. So the last one I want to give to you is that, you know, problems just don't happen. You know, so many things contribute to problems. So many things. It's possible for you to have problem at work. You can have problem at work. You know, situations among the extended family could cause wahala. Friends could cause wahala in the relationship. So when you are having a kind of unrest in marriage, you're supposed to look around. You know, look to yourself and then look around you. Who are the people contributing, or what are the things contributing to all this stuff? What are the stuff contributing to all this stuff? You know, you look into it, and then those are the things you need to go and actually stop and settle. And when you do that, you begin to see your marriage working. So when you know you are depressed, please don't stay at home. Don't say I'm praying. Don't say I'm praying. Okay? Don't. Don't say I'm praying. Always make sure that you seek help. Make sure you seek help. It's very important to seek help. All right. Don't just stay home. Don't just stay home. Go and see a counselor. Go and see a therapist. Go there, explain what is wrong. You can go there by yourself without your husband. You can go without your wife. And then you just take a therapy session or a counseling session. And from there, you're going to have a direction. You have a direction to go to. If the counselor is telling you you need to close the door on your family, please do it. Please do it. All right. You don't want to give your mom or your father or your sister-in-laws too much too much of stress. Don't go you know uh, and give, I mean, too much of power over your marriage. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't give your relatives too much of power over your marriage. Don't give your sister-in-laws too much of power over your marriage. Please don't do it. All right. If they say you need to close the door on the relatives, please do it. Please do it. Just close the door. Your nuclear family is actually the major concern. You have to make sure that you are very concerned and you focus on your nuclear family. And the nuclear family is you, your wife, and your children. You, your wife, and your children. Every other person, they're all intruders. They're all intruders. You don't want them around you like that. They have to take permission to come to your house. You cannot allow them to have power over your marriage. Don't let them have input over your marriage. If the two of you decide to go and report to your families, that's fine. That's fine. You're only asking them for support. And like I said before, they are supposed to be in a position of respect. Your mom, your dad are bound to be respected. Just put them in a position of respect. Let them understand there is a boundary. They must not cross that boundary. The kitchen belongs to your wife and yourself. All right. Your mom cannot just come and take over the kitchen that belongs to you and your wife without permission. All right. So don't allow them, don't give them power. You as a man, you cannot just go ahead and just continue to report. You can't just continue to report to your mom, to your dad. You as a woman can't continue to bring your dad into the picture. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Always remember that. Remember that all the time. That you need to have a neutral person to talk to. Go and see a therapist, go and see a counselor. Go there, let them see what's going on with you and how to help you. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in today. My God. My God, my God. I have so many messages right now. So many. So many messages right now. Okay. And those ones that are messaging me, thank you very much for messaging me. I will definitely respond to you guys. Have a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. And I so much thank you. Bye.